Alright, I believe we are live. Hello everybody, my name is Aiden and welcome back to another stream. We've got a Chicago Bulls and Toronto Raptors watch along. Now this is going to be a very interesting game. Unfortunately, a very injury-riddled game. As far as I'm aware, the Raptors are going to have no Emmanuel Quickly, no RJ Barrett, no Jakob, which are three of their five starters, if you think about it in that terms. And the Chicago Bulls are going to have no Zach LaVine, no Patrick Williams, no Torrey Craig, and no Lonzo Ball. But of course, the last two I mentioned was very well expected. So it's going to be a very difficult game, somewhat. Again, I just feel like it's going to be very upsetting to kind of see both teams not necessarily shine in that way. So, yeah, we'll see what ends up happening in this one now. Of course, the Bulls are expected to be the favourites with all the injuries piling up for both teams. But we shall wait and see which team can truly get the job done this time out. But before we get any further, if you enjoy the stream, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you guys think about our chances to win in this game against the Toronto Raptors. As the game looks like it's just started. We got to set everything up in terms of actually watching the game, which is, again, I come very unprofessional to these streams. But it is what it is. And we'll see how we go. In the meantime, as I try to, as Toronto scored the first 2 points here. There we go. Okay. I can now see the game, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about our chances to win. In the meantime, I'm going to look at the chat real quick. If the Bulls could have a good start, play good defense and offense, and limit turnovers, they could still win this game tonight. And I gave a like on your channel. Thank you very much, Jimmy. That is always well appreciated. Daniel says, evening. How are you, Daniel? We need Caruso and DeRozan badly too. Are they both not? Caruso's playing. He just scored a 3. Look at him. He's smiling already, bros. Always smiling out there on the court. Well, again, both of those guys are going to have to be productive. Ayo's out there as well for the Bulls. Again, we got a defensive lineup, but a small lineup out there. So that could be an issue, I guess. And yeah. Tyler says, hey, hello, Tyler. How you feeling? Look, when these games come on, it tends to be as soon as I wake up. So I think the answer to that question is I'm feeling tired. I won't lie. I like the West Coast trip because the games are a lot later and it gives me time to prepare and wake up and fully be awake for the game. But other than that, I really can't complain. I'm having a good time out here. You know, it's a Bulls game day. Of course, I might be tired, but it's gonna be fun. Hopefully. Vooch shoots a 3. It looks like both teams have come out firing from the 3-point line. The Bulls have made 2 threes, and the Raptors have made 1. So we could be in for a treat offensively if we could keep shooting this way. Dennis Schroeder misses the layup. Scotty Barnes. Is that Thaddeus Young, actually? Thaddeus Young misses the putback. And we got Caruso running the other way here. Alright, we've got Ayo, screens for Kobe. Kobe drives to the rim, finds DeRozan in the corner. Nice ball movement. And a missed shot from Alex Caruso from 3. Got Dennis Schroeder bringing it the other way. Scotty Barnes sizing up Kobe. And that's a very cheap blocking foul. Again, I don't see anything wrong with Kobe White's defense there. Let's take a look at the replay here. I don't know. That's a very soft foul. That's basic basketball, bro. It's a contact sport, man. Anyway, it is what it is. Thaddeus Young. It's good to see Thaddeus Young, you know. These last 2 games we've versed the Raptors, we've been able to see him a little bit more. Bulls fans, you know, rave about Thaddeus Young and what he was able to produce for the Bulls at that time. Bruce Brown gets the layup, and the score is 8-7 Bulls way. Alright, Vooch tries to size up Thaddeus Young. He enters the post against him. Finds DeRozan in the corner. 4-3. In and out. Rebound to Thaddeus Young. So again, you're seeing the Raptors also play small. So it's a small versus small lineup here. Brown tries to kick it to the corner. And that is out of bounds. That will go to the Raptors. Gary Trent Jr. was in the corner waiting to shoot that ball. And he does in the end. With the inbound play, Gary Trent makes the 2 and the Raptors take the lead. Both teams seems to be starting off this game well offensively. Caruso in the post. Fadeaway. Got it to go. Uses the glass to his aid there, but he gets the job done and the Bulls regain the lead. Alright. Scotty Barnes shoots the 3. That is off. I think out of every shot that we have to let Scotty Barnes take, the 3 is the one you're going to have to settle with. Kobe White gets the ball stripped, and it looks like there's a chance for them in transition. The Raptors, Gary Trent for 3 again. Oh, it's one of them games for Gary Trent. 12-10. It's a timeout for the Bulls. Gary Trent has these types of games against Chicago where he just heats up, he gets open threes, he gets mid-ranges, and it all falls for the Toronto Raptors. If that is the game that Gary Trent is going to end up having by the end of this, we might be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We might be in trouble. So as far as I'm aware, he's made 2 threes, a mid-range, and a mid-range as well. That's already 8 points in the game, I believe. That's crazy. That is crazy. So I think we found out our first problem here. How do we slow down a 3-point shooter that is streaky, but at the end of the day is playing very well right now against the Bulls? How do you slow him down? You have to make things very uncomfortable for him. You have to be a nuisance on the defensive end. Can't give him a chance to breathe out there. You're going to have to make him second guess shooting the ball. But if you keep giving him open shots and he keeps on taking it, we could be in trouble. Nonetheless, 12-10. Both teams seems, again, it looks like both teams have started well offensively. Both teams getting the shots that they want on the offensive end. But in the end, not a whole lot of defense being played. So let's wait and see after this first time out for the Bulls what we can end up doing. But yeah, look, this Raptors game, there's no RJ Barrett. No Scotty Barnes. No, there is Scotty Barnes, my bad. No RJ Barrett, no Emmanuel Quickley, no Jakob Poeltl. For the Bulls, no Patrick Williams, no Zach LaVine, no Lonzo Ball, no Torrey Craig. A lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. An injury-riddled Toronto Raptors and an injury-riddled Chicago Bulls team. So we've got to be very careful here as well that we don't, I guess, fall short in terms of, you know, and blaming injuries because of it. Let's hope that's not what we see. But we just got to keep going. We just got to keep going. Let me know what you guys think about the game thus far, the start to the game, and are you impressed? The Bulls need to play better defense and not give him easy open shots. Yeah, they do. I mean, to be fair, that last shot was in transition, and that's from a turnover. So it's almost impossible to play excellent defense when you turn the ball over in that way from Kobe White. But yeah, the other shots that he's been getting have been wide open and have been from the half court. So that's where you really got to start tightening up, I guess, tightening up your defense, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, can't complain. All right, the timeout's come to an end. Here we go. Bulls ball. Kobe White bringing it up. Dennis Schroeder guarding. Kobe gets to his spot. Kicks it to DeRozan. Vooch. Julian Phillips is out there, ladies and gentlemen. DeRozan misses the 3. And that is a rebound for the Toronto Raptors. Dennis Schroeder wants to drive to the rim. And there's an and one. Again, these tiki-tack fouls that have been called on the Bulls here must be frustrating. Kobe White is already on 2 fouls. Again, well, look, I think the first foul that he got was a joke. This one is a little bit more understandable. Dennis Schroeder just abuses the contact that was given, goes up in a highly acrobatic way, and he gets it to go. So we can't even complain about that. But again, that first foul on Kobe White at the very beginning of the game was a joke of a foul. And now Kobe White has to leave the game early, and Dalen Terry will enter. So we've got a team out there of Dalen Terry, Ayo Dosunmu, DeMar DeRozan, Julian Phillips, and Nikola Vucevic. That is not a lineup that I'm feeling very confident in at the moment. Again, a lot of young guys, but we don't have prolific scoring in that lineup. You're going to have to start relying now on DeRozan to really carry the load offensively, because I can't see all these other guys really doing it at a high enough level. So let's see. We've got DeRozan, who's missed his last 2 shots, by the way. And that looks like a travel and a turnover. It's been a bad start here. Dalen Terry, his first, I guess, impact in the game was a turnover. That looked like a travel if I had to take a guess of what they called. Alright. Brown trying to size up, get Scotty Barnes in the post. There has to be a double team there. You can't let Dalen Terry go on that island. Ayo tries to read the passing lane. Vooch reads the passing lane. The Bulls get their first steal. Alright, Ayo finds DeRozan. DeRozan with the rip through and the layup to go. DeMar DeRozan gets his first points of the game. 15-12. Dennis Schroeder now trying to size up Dalen Terry. Brown to Gary Trent Jr. Open again. And we get bailed out. He misses the 3. But we can't keep giving him those shots. Ayo transition 3. Oh! Ayo, 2, 3. Ayo makes them all. That looked like a Javon Carter shot if I've ever seen it. Man just walked into transition and shot a 3. Not the best shot selection, but lo and behold, he makes it. Very interesting. Scotty Barnes makes the 2. 17-15 is the score. The Raptors still have the lead. Ayo to DeRozan. DeRozan in the mid-range with Dennis Schroeder guarding. Finds Vooch 4-3. That is off. Rebound to Dennis Schroeder. The Raptors want to play fast. Scotty Barnes in transition. Double teamed. And that looks like a turnover for Toronto. Barnes turns it over. In a tough situation there. He thought he was going to get an easy layup, but he ended up getting double teamed. And he just passes it to no man's land. Unfortunate there. Alright. Dalen Terry shoots a 3. And a miss. Rebound to Gary Trent. Thaddeus Young back to Gary Trent. To Thaddeus Young. A 2-man game right here. He finds the bounce pass and the Raptors ball movement elite. And Gary Trent ends up on the other side of it with a 3. They are making us pay in every department here. Alright. DeRozan in the mid-range. Shoots. That is off. Rebound Toronto. This small Raptors team is doing a great job on the glass. We got Grady Dick to Thaddeus Young. To Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown in the pick and roll. Finds Thaddeus Young, but it looks like that's a kickball violation. That should stay with Toronto. Bulls down by 5 to begin this game. They're showing the replay of that Gary Trent 3, and it's a good one, to be fair. Alright. Oh. Alright, so you saw the Raptors trying to run a play for Grady Dick off the ball, allowing him to cut to the rim. And, yeah, and he ends up just turning the ball over. Unfortunately, just poor execution for the Raptors there. Vucevic in the post, finds Caruso 4-3. In and out. We're falling in love with the 3-point line at the moment. We've got to settle down from there. Try to get the best shot available. Scotty Barnes in the paint. Almost travels. Misses the midi. Rebound to Vooch. Ayo wants to run. Finds Vooch in the paint. Excellent passing from Ayo Dosunmu. Forces the Raptors to kind of buckle on the defensive end and swarm. And Ayo with the athleticism to stay in the air with that pass as well. It's a beautiful play. Expecting Vooch to be there on time, and it was on the money. Thaddeus Young tries to contest as well. Easy layup for Vooch, and that is going to be a timeout for the Raptors, I believe, as the Bulls are still down by 3. Again, I really do believe we are falling in love too much with that 3-point line. A lot of threes that we have taken, from Dalen Terry to Io to Alex Caruso, some of them have been made in all fairness, but again, this Raptors team is small. In terms of that center position, we have an opportunity here to dominate the paint. I know the Raptors will be trying their absolute best to stop us from attacking the paint. They're probably going to be playing zones at certain points if the Bulls can't make their threes. And it's not going to be an easy experience, but we can't fall in love with a 3-point line if it doesn't work. We just can't. We can't be that team. You know, we are not the Warriors. We are not the Sacramento Kings. We are not any team that has great 3-point shooters and have an off night, okay, we could still use it and see if it, eventually switches on. We're not that team. We don't have prolific 3-point shooters. Our best 3-point shooter, Patrick Williams, percentage-wise, is not playing. Kobe White is in foul trouble. He's probably, I guess, percentage-wise, our second best 3-point shooter. So again, we don't have a lot of guys out there that can shoot the 3-point shot that well. So we really got to start taking advantage of what's put in front of us. If there's soft fouls being called, you got to take advantage of that on your side of things as well. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. All right. We got the Benny Popcorn. Oh no, who's the unlucky victims today? I guess we'll never know. Whew. Oh! Unlucky. Enjoy your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him, and he's just dancing on him. That's wild. Benny is a menace. Let that sink in. All right. We're applying some full court pressure here with Alex Caruso. Trying to get the ball. Hands are a little bit uncomfortable in Scotty Barnes. All right. Gary Trent gets Dalen Terry to bite on the pump fake, and he makes the 2. It's just one of them games for him. He has these games all too often for the Bulls, though. It's quite upsetting. Why can't he never have an off game here? Io to the rim, gets the layup. Alright, we've got to keep that up, Io. Keep attacking that rim. Barnes to Gary Trent, back to Barnes. Back to Gary Trent, Alex Caruso. Try to play tight on him. Tries to play help defense as well, and Scotty Barnes misses. Dalen Terry in transition with the Euro. Dalen Terry says thank you very much. And the Bulls down by 1 with 3 minutes to go. Gary Trent in a pick and roll. Shoots the 3. He airballs. The Raptors save it. That's poor from the Bulls, just letting it go out of bounds. Not good enough from the Bulls. Barnes to Nawara for 3. I'm pretty sure the scouting report said this guy was out, but maybe it's a different guy. But he makes the 3. Back to a 4-point game. Io to the rim again. All right. Io says it's my time to step up here. We got to attack the rim. We got to score some points. Dalen Terry with the steal. Another Euro step. He loses the ball, but he picks it up again for the layup. Dalen Terry lost the dribble, picks it up in midair, and still scores the layup. That is quite impressive stuff from Dalen Terry. He gets the steal as well. Scotty Barnes here gets the switch on Vucevic, shoots the midi. High off the rim, and it's off. Rebound to Julian Phillips. The young team trying to have a point to prove here. DT to Phillips. Phillips fakes the three, drives to the rim, and he turns it over. That's okay. Rookie mistakes here. We can live with that. It's a good... It's not even a Euro step, but it kind of is. It's a very poorly executed Euro step, but it works. All right. Back to the Raptors here. Dalen Terry's going to get his rest. Javon Carter back in the game, or is in the game here, and Andre Drummond. Dennis Schroeder misses, rebound to Caruso. Oh, Drummond and DeRozan just kind of get tangled up a little bit there. DeRozan ends up falling. He gets himself back up. Bulls still have excellent ball movement. And is that a foul? A 4-point play for Julian Phillips? Julian Phillips gets knocked to the floor, but he makes the three. He sinks it in. Sheesh. This man full on went for the Superman punch on him. That's crazy. Roman Reigns style. And Julian Phillips will go to the line, shooting one. And trying to execute a 4-point play here. And he makes it. Hey, that's a heck of a start. Way to earn your 4 points to begin. That's pretty impressive. Alright. Good defense by Julian Phillips as a poorly executed backdoor cut ended up being turned over for the Raptors. Drummond ends up getting the alley-oop pass from DeRozan, and he gets it to go. And a timeout for the Raptors. They've given up a little bit of it. Again, they've given up a lot of turnovers and too many easy shots in the paint here. So again, the Bulls have kind of executed well in the paint once more. Happy to see it. And now there's another timeout for the Raptors. A very good response to a team falling in love with the three-point line to a team attacking the paint here. That's really nice to see. Dalen Terry, big involvement in that, getting transition layups. Io, very aggressive in the paint today. A very good start to his game. And obviously Drummond just there gets an alley-oop pass from DeRozan, and he finishes it in the paint as well. Again, that has to be our target. We must do that all day long. It's where our success is going to be. The Raptors are just very short at the center position. With the injury for Jakob Poeltl, maybe Poeltl at Thaddeus Young or Poeltl and whoever else it is could make a good production center team. But when Poeltl is out, the size goes. It's Scotty Barnes. That's the size that they have at the moment. Other than that, we should have the advantage in terms of size from the center positions, and we've got to take advantage of that. So Vooch, Drummonds, both need to be at the paint. The fact that Io's playing this way is excellent. Just pick and rolls, get into the rim. There's no shot blocker there, so there's a good chance you're either going to get fouled or you're going to make the layup. And I hope more guys do it. Even DeRozan got a layup in that beginning as well. But anyway, timeout's done. There's 54 seconds left in the first. Dennis Schroeder gets all the way to the rim and he gets the layup. Stopping the momentum for the Bulls there was Dennis Schroeder. Now we got DeRozan bringing it up. Not a lot of time left in this quarter. DeRozan finds Javon Carter. Javon Carter does not want to shoot. Back to DeRozan. Back to Javon Carter. Javon Carter gets to the rim. Shoots a floater. Airballs it. Drummond gets shoved down. No loose ball foul called. The Raptors have a 4-5 break here. Bruce Brown, good defense by Caruso to shut off the lane. And now we have our recovery defense there. Dennis Schroeder is going to waste this time on the clock. Wants Julian Phillips to guard him. He got that switch. Julian Phillips keeps up. Wow, it's a turnover for the Raptors. DeRozan gets to the paint. Euro steps. And he turns it over. Nowhere to go. And that is it for the end of the quarter. DeRozan had nowhere to go. Realized if he took an extra step, he was going to travel. He turns the ball over anyway. And the Raptors could not get a shot off in time. That is the end of the first. Bulls managed to find their way to the lead, 31-27. And it has been a strong start for both teams, I would say. But mainly for the Bulls in a response effort from our first, I guess, couple of minutes in the game where we fell in love with the three-point line. What do you guys think about the first quarter? I can't complain too much, but there's still a lot of game left to be played. Again, one of the Bulls' struggles, a lot of people would say the second half performances are a struggle for the Chicago Bulls, as well as sometimes our shooting efficiency. I think that's always been a problem for the Bulls, especially from three. So, we can't really dwell too much on the first and second quarters, because there's the third and fourth quarter to come as well. That's where the Bulls do tend to struggle. But so far, in terms of a start, this is something I cannot complain about. It's a solid start by the Bulls. We have not a comfortable lead. We have about a 4-point lead, but we responded well to, I guess, I wouldn't say controversy, just some bad moments to begin the first. So I'll take that. But what do you guys think? Can we see improvements? Is there something that you're seeing that I'm not, that you'd like to let me know about? Just feel free to let me know. But yeah, just more of the same in the second half, please. I know Kobe White hasn't really got a chance to play in this game, but when he does, I'd like to see him attack the rim. I'd like to see Ayo continue to be aggressive and attack the rim. Again, the same with DeRozan, same with Drummond, same with Vooch. Paint production has to be where we really dominate in this game. That has to be our identity today. Yes, when Julian Phillips makes 4-point plays, wow. I mean, of course I'm going to be happy with that. When the Bulls threes fall in, of course I'm going to be happy with that. And by all means, shoot as many threes as you want if you're in that type of mode where it starts to fall. But until then, yeah, it's one of them ones where you just got to keep going with what works, and that is the paint production. Aiden, what's up? What's up, Bulls Nation? How's the game going? Hello, Blake. A very good, I guess, the first half of that quarter, was a tad bit stagnant, I would say. And then we responded very well after a couple of timeouts, and we took the lead. So I would say the game's gone fairly well as the beginning of the second has begun. We got Bruce Brown, ends up getting the steal from DeMar DeRozan. So that's not a great way to start the quarter there. Dennis Schroeder. Drummond plays the passing lane. He gets the steal. Oh, man. And Dennis Schroeder gets back on defense. Drummond is having a big laugh about that. He gets the steal. He was going for the slam. The point guard, the crafty veteran, and Dennis Schroeder just rips it out of his hands. And Drummond was laughing about it the whole way up. He knew a golden opportunity for a slam just went by. That's unlucky, but Bulls still get the ball back and an opportunity to get 2 points. Inbound play to DeRozan. DeRozan doesn't shoot. Double teamed instantly. Kobe White is going to shoot. Ooh, he fakes. Then he shoots. He misses. And Drummond can't get the rebound. Bruce Brown snatches it down for the Raptors. This is a very winnable and a must-win game for the Bulls. Well, look, I would love to get this game done and dusted by the third quarter. That'd be lovely, because we have a second night of a back-to-back to worry about tomorrow. And again, that's another winnable game against Charlotte. So, of course, I want to see the Bulls kind of dominate in that way. Javon Carter makes a three from the corner. 34-27. Let's see if we can keep on piling on this pressure. It looks like Caruso is somewhat, feeling the bumps and bruises of the game thus far. Bruce Brown in a pick and roll. Floater. Very weird shot, but he misses. Rebound to Drummond. Alright, Caruso brings the ball up. Finds DeRozan. DeRozan to Javon Carter. Javon Carter with the fake. Nice fake pass as well. Gets the Raptors to commit, but Caruso doesn't shoot. Oh, man. 5 seconds left. DeRozan's probably going to have to isolate here. Oh, and he gets the rookie to jump. Is that the rookie? I think that's Noara that jumps. And that is an and one for the marvelous one, DeMar DeRozan. 36-27. He gets the youngster to jump on the pump fake. That is the number one rule with DeRozan. You cannot allow him to get you with the pump fake. And he makes the bucket as well. A bailout shot for DeMar DeRozan, and he executes it to perfection. DeRozan could go to the line with a chance to make it one and to get this lead to double figures, and he does so. So 37-27 is the score. Carter makes a shot. That never happens. Well, he did. He made a shot. He made a three from the corner. He's a solid three-point shooter, but he doesn't really get many chances to take them for the Bulls. Because we don't really have a guy that could be doubled and triple teamed. So Javon Carter is always covered. And if he's covered, he doesn't really provide much else. Javon Carter, speaking of, he was open. He didn't shoot it. Finds Julian Phillips in the corner. Phillips back to Kobe. Kobe getting the team on scrambly legs. And Julian Phillips makes his second three of the game. Julian Phillips with back-to-back impressive games thus far. Made a 4-point play and just made a three there. He is on 7 points already in our bench unit. He gets sent to the floor there. Thaddeus Young gets rejected from the backside. Finds the corner. Is that Boucher for three? And he makes it. I don't think that's Boucher. Is it? I think it is, actually. Wow. DeRozan gets to the rim. Gets the layup to go. Our definitions of solid must be different, unless he's making more field goals than he did at the beginning of the season. I mean, no, like, he's been struggling all season. I would say his three-point shooting is solid because of his past seasons. Javon Carter just misses a three, so he's jinxing me every single possession here, but yeah. Like, when he played for the Bucks, he was over a 40% three-point shooter for that team. Last season. That's what I mean. Even Torrey Craig was similar. I don't really know what's happening here, but I assume it's going to be Bulls ball. Drummond gets an offensive rebound and it looked like he wanted to enter the paint and he got fouled. Alright, Kobe to Javon Carter. Javon Carter fakes, drives, back to Kobe. Kobe with the fake. He gets to the lane, misses the layup. Drummond tries to put it back. And it's a shot clock violation. Solid miss by Javon Carter. Yeah, he jinxed me there. He had to jinx me, bro. Commentators jinx, as they like to say. You can't. You just can't. You can't talk nicely about a player, bro. They just don't. They don't make it. Alright, Raptors ball. They've made a mini run to respond here. Got Barnes. To Nawara, back to Barnes. Julian Phillips guarding Barnes. Gallops to the lane and he ends up getting fouled. Julian Phillips, the rookie. A rookie foul. Let's take a look at this. He does make contact on the arm. He tries to get his hands up as much as possible. Scotty Barnes will go to the line. Vooch is back in the game. He makes the first. I coming back in the game as well. I had a very good first quarter. Let's hope that can continue. Alright, Barnes at the line again. And he makes the second. 42-37 is the score. Come on, Bulls Nation. We need a bucket here. Kobe. Finds Vooch. Drummond. Oh, Vooch and Drummond in the game together. Drummond gets to the rim. And the Raptors foul. Drummond will go to the line for two. We're seeing this lineup more and more by the Bulls. Drummond and Vooch playing together. 2 7-footers. There you go. Thaddeus Young has to foul. And Drummond makes the first. It's an excellent, excellent play. When Drummond makes a free throw, you'll take it. All right. If he makes both, that would be fantastic. I'd love that. He misses one. That is the expected outcome. 43 points now for the Bulls. Julian Phillips trying to guard Scotty Barnes here. Scotty Barnes enters the post. Good defense. And it looks like the Bulls commit a foul. That might be on Io, I believe. Trying to stop the pass. Ends up committing the foul on Nawara. So that will be Raptors ball. Okay, the big lineup is back out there. We got Drummond trying to guard Barnes. Now it's Vooch. We got Grady Dick back to Barnes. Barnes will shoot the three. He misses. Rebound to Andre Drummond. With the two big man lineup, we should be dominating the boards. Julian Phillips will shoot another three. He misses this one. Rebound Scotty Barnes. What's Andre Drummond's free throw percentage? I don't know the exact number, but at one point it was around 60%. I'm assuming it has gone down big time from then. I would say somewhere in the early 60s, you know, like the 60 or 61%, or maybe the late 50s. That's what I think. I might check a halftime. Julian Phillips with the athletic attack to the rim. Wow. No foul called as well. That's not very... Again, these refs are on something, bro. The Raptors get ticky-tack fouls every possession. Julian Phillips just shot over two people with no foul called. Kobe White to Vooch. Vooch tries to find Drummond and he couldn't. Gets it back to Kobe. Kobe enters the paint. Trying to dance. Misses the layup. Vooch finds Kobe again for the offensive rebound. Io for three. This is Io's game, ladies and gentlemen. Io, dos, tres. 2 threes for Io. And a traveling violation by Boucher. Tries to bully Julian Phillips. And he ends up getting it all wrong there. I'm liking what this two big man lineup is producing. Again, this Raptors team is extremely small. And we've got two big men that can get rebounds. And it's working. It is working big time here. And what I also like about this game thus far is that Kobe White has been struggling. I don't believe Kobe White has scored a bucket. And normally that happens when you get into foul trouble early. You get yourself out of the rhythm of the game. And it might take a while to get that rhythm back within the game. Hopefully it can. But it's great to see that when Kobe is struggling, Io is there and he steps up to the plate. He's had a phenomenal start to the game and probably the Bulls' best player to begin the first half of the game. He's been fantastic to see. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a very good start for Io. And the Bulls end up taking another, or the Bulls are up by 9 it looks like. So the mini response by, I guess, the Raptors has now been answered by the Chicago Bulls. And now that we have some time, let's take a look at Andre Drummond's free throw percentage. So we'll look at stats and see where it takes us. All right. His free throw percentage is 56.3%. At the beginning of the season, it was roughly around 60%. And again, the Bulls commentators never stop talking about how good it is to see Drummond make at least, 60% of his free throws. It's pretty interesting from that point of view, but it's definitely gone downhill from there. I don't know if it's a lack of focus at the line. I don't know if it's just the confidence issue there with Drummond and his free throws, but he's definitely gone downhill from the beginning of, I guess, the season till now at the free throw line. I'm not home, so I'm not watching, but all I could say is Julian Phillips owns your poverty franchise. Wow. Are you talking about our poverty franchise? You're talking about the Raptors. I don't know, man. I don't know. He could own us, I guess, one day. Anything's possible. But again, Julian, I can't complain, man. This guy has made tough layups, has made tough threes, got a 4-point play. That makes Aiden a happy Bulls fan. So, Love to see it. And this is going to help Julian Phillips gain the trust of the coaching staff. Again, I often compare Julian Phillips to the Ayo Dosunmu situation, where Julian Phillips picked in the second round, Ayo picked in the second round. Both of them had to earn their stripes. They didn't get guaranteed minutes to begin straight away. But in the minutes that they got, no matter how small it was, they made an impact, and to the point where they just continued to get the trust of the coaching staff. Vucevic gets the jump hook as well. And because of that, Bulls players are going to demand to see Julian Phillips play, even if Patrick Williams and Torrey Craig comes back. So, it'll be very disappointing to see him go out of action. But he stepped up, and he's taken his opportunity. You can't ask for much more. And people will definitely have a go at the coaching staff if we don't get to see Julian Phillips upon those returns. So, yeah. Good thing. Vooch shoots a 3. And that's a miss. The Raptors have been doing horrible since they made their trades. Against the Siakam trade for me is the big one. Look, with OG Anunoby, he's a fantastic player for the Raptors, and he definitely makes a difference. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I still believe the Raptors could have won a fair chunk of games if they kept Siakam. But they traded Siakam as well. They're going for that rebuild, and they're going to trust in Scotty Barnes to be the reins for the Raptors. Their rebuild might take 1 year, it might take 10 years, I don't know. But they're obviously not focused on winning this season, so if they do horrible, I guess that's kind of what they are wanting to do, to go and collect their draft picks and to go and get a high talented player in the draft. So yeah, it's going to be a new time for the Raptors. Either way, it's still a 9-point game here. We got Kobe to Ayo. Ayo trying to find Vucevic. And that's an offensive foul on Vucevic. Vooch is running right to the ref here. Better be careful not to get a tech. Again, these Raptors players, bro, they're getting tiki-tack fouls here, bro. If I didn't know any better, I feel like I'd be watching the wrong sport. We're watching soccer out here, these tiki-tack fouls. That is literally nothing wrong with that play. McDaniels gets the 2. Okay. Caruso to Kobe. Kobe fakes the 3. And Kobe White draws the foul on the rookie, Grady Dick. All right. Oh, wow. Chris Boucher a bit too aggressive in trying to steal that ball from Caruso. And Chris Boucher commits a foul. Chris Boucher, to be honest, I don't know if he normally plays like this. But when I see Chris Boucher play, I think of a guy that can make a big impact off of the bench, right? I'm looking at his facial reactions in this game. And maybe because he knows that the Raptors are kind of, losing a lot of games. But he looks completely disinterested out there to me. Maybe you guys can let me know if you agree or disagree. But it feels like every foul he commits, if he travels or he turns the ball over, he just looks disinterested to me. Maybe that's just how he naturally is. Maybe that's just his expressions and I'm getting it wrong. I don't know. Either way, Caruso's at the line. And the Bulls get back up by 9 once more. You're watching on NBA TV, no? Sportsbet is more advanced than your feed. I'm watching on League Pass. Alright, DeMar DeRozan gets the steal. Finds Kobe. Kobe to Vooch. Vooch fakes the pass. Gets to the rim. Little spin move. And he gets the post hook to go. Nikola Vucevic attacks the paint. That's what we need more of. Bulls back up by double figures. Chris Boucher plays like this. He's like Bobby Portis. But Bobby Portis expresses emotion. This guy is just completely shows no emotion on the court. It's very weird. Anyway, Scotty Barnes gets the offensive rebound, misses the shot. Kobe White trying to dance in transition. Finds Caruso in the... Wow. And Caruso, we can see you. I got the glasses, buddy. I see you, buddy. And Kobe White saw you as well. What a play by Kobe. He dances, and he dances. But he ends up finding the right play. He tried to make it like a no-look. Again, Kobe White looks, bro. He just, he tried, you know that no-look pass where you look first, you pass, and then you look away? That was what Kobe tried to do. He tried to make it a little bit better than it was. In the end. So, I'll take it, though. It's still a heck of a pass. Look at the score. I should come late from work more often. Well, can't complain with the score. Can't complain with the score. What's going on, my friends? Yeah, Bulls up double figures right now, 56-43. It's been an excellent run right now. The Raptors forced the timeouts. Hopefully not hopefully, they're trying to stop the momentum. We'll see if we can keep it up. Again, I'd love to get this game done and dusted by the third quarter. In all honesty, that should be the goal. We got a back-to-back against Charlotte in the next game. We know Charlotte's not the most incredible team out there, but in a back-to-back situation, you can't really expect the Bulls to win both. So, if you take care of business today, you take care of business against the Raptors early, it might give your players a chance to rest a little bit as we head to Charlotte and try to take on them in the next one. So, it's a good start to that specific moment, but we got to keep it up. We got to put our foot on the pedal, keep applying that pressure, keep forcing the Raptors to make silly errors or to force them into bad shots and live with the outcomes here. Again, I'm liking it a lot. We're about to go into another half where we could potentially see, 60 plus points for the Bulls again in a half. So there you go. I was at my job stocking them shelves at the grocery store. I'm an ex-con, so my options for making the paper are limited. Any job is a good job, my friends. Hey, look, you're one step ahead of the curve. I don't have a job at the moment, so I don't get paid enough for YouTube, so I can't even classify that as a job. So you're ahead of the curve, my friend, compared to me, but that's okay. Any job's a good job. Soon I'll be stocking shelves as well. Oh, and one more thing. Ayo, dos, tres for 3. Beautiful stuff. Or could potentially lose the lead by the 6th minute of the third quarter. Well, yes. Well, that's been our history. Let's hope that's not replicated today. I'd like to see the Bulls actually do something a little bit different from the third quarter. Ayo gets the steal. Alright, Kobe to AC. Vooch to Ayo. Ayo wide open for 3. Ayo, dos, tres, number 3. He's got 3 threes. Wow. Oof. And Gary Trent responds for 3. Wow. This guy's cooking. He might be the Raptors' best player today, it seems like. We got DeRozan, enters the mid-range, back to AC, finds Vooch. Vooch to Ayo, to DeRozan, to AC, to Kobe. It's so close. So close, but he turns the ball over. Wow. That could have been a massively well-executed play there, but AC turns it over. Tries to be a bit too flashy with it. Just a basic pass, a little bit too much extra oomph in that pass, and it ends up getting turned over. TC coming back. A couple of weeks, I've heard. It's going to be very, very soon. Hopefully sooner than that. Time you don't got a job. What kind of crime you commit so people don't hire you? To be fair, I was studying, so I didn't really necessarily look a whole lot. But yeah, no crimes at this point in time. We got DeRozan. Shoots the 3. Misses the 3. Has AC got a steal yet? Not to my knowledge. McDaniels tries to shoot. And that's going to go out of bounds. Toronto's ball. Billy said as early as this Saturday. Oh, wow. Next, not the next game, but the game after that. Excellent. I hope so. No back-to-backs, though. Well, we don't have many back-to-backs to go in the season. We've played the majority of our back-to-backs already. Jalen McDaniels makes another 3, and the Bulls end up back to single digits here. 59-51. Caruso gets the ball stripped. The Raptors in transition. Schroeder does a Euro. Back to Gary Trent for 3. Thankfully, he misses. Kobe with a chance to run. Finds Io. Io to Vooch. Scotty Barnes. Plays excellent defense to intercept that pass. And Vooch is actually lost the touch here. So that will go to the Raptors. Oh, wow. The Raptors trying to pick up the pace, it looks like. McDaniels to Barnes to Bruce Brown. And he misses the 3. Okay. DeMar. Rip through. And the Bulls are in the bonus anyway. AC makes the 3, but that will not count. Obviously, DeMar DeRozan passed it to Alex Caruso. So what that means is we are going to see DeMar DeRozan at the line shooting 2 and getting this game back to double figures if he can make both. All right. DeMar makes the first. Okay. And DeMar makes the second. Back to double digits. Okay. 41 seconds left in the half. Schroeder gets rejected by Nikola Vucevic. He may not be the best defender, Nikola Vucevic, but he was there at the right time and he gets the rejection. Man. You got like 500 bones in your foot, so how do they know what bone Patrick Williams broke? My guess is with a X-ray. I'm sure doctors know all the bones in the foot. That's probably their job. to learn all the bones in the foot. And to tell them, hey, you broke this one. I'm assuming they found it via X-ray. Alright, Kobe White ends up getting fouled there by a bunch of Raptors players. And Kobe White with a chance to finally put some points on the board here. I don't think Kobe White scored yet. And he makes the first. Alright, Kobe. It's time to pick things up, my friends. He makes 2. Hey, look. If you can't make an impact on the scoring end, getting to the line will help. That's impossible to learn 500 bones. I wouldn't say it's impossible. It could be, I don't know how it works, but it could be certain doctors know certain areas of the foot. I don't know. But it is absolutely... I'm assuming you can learn all the bones in the foot. It's, I don't even think there's no 500 bones in the foot. Either. Is there 5? No, there's not. There can't be, bro. There's 26 bones in the foot, bro. 500, you reckon? Nah, you tried to set me up there and you failed. That's crazy. Anyway. The half comes to an end. 63-53 is the score. There we are. We end the half. So yeah, an interesting half for the Bulls, if I do say so myself. We get back into the 60-point range, which I will always classify as a very good half. If the Bulls can get to 60 plus points in the half, hey, we take that. We take that all day long. And yeah, I'm happy with that. Defensively, there's still a little bit of work that we can do, of course. I mean, we're letting guys like Gary Trent get open for numerous amounts of threes. And yeah, it's a bit upsetting from that point of view. But look, at the end of the day, there's a chance here for the Bulls if they can have a good second half. That has to be the message now. You know, we've seen so many games. The Portland game, the Lakers game, the Phoenix game, every other game that we have played. I'm pretty sure even that last game against the Raptors, we've had very bad second half performances. The third quarter has let us down big time in every single one of these games. Now that we have a double-digit lead heading into the half, heading into the second half's beginnings, we must emphasize this third quarter. We must make a message, a statement. We must deliver a strong third quarter. They call it a championship quarter for a reason. And no, the Bulls are not a championship contending team. But if you want to win games, when you have leads like this in the second quarter and you bring it to the third, you need to execute and at least maintain the lead, let alone actually getting more of a lead. That would be terrifically good stuff. But altogether, I really can't complain about how the Bulls have started this game. So, we didn't do it in the last time out, but we are going to do it now. We are going to go and look at the individual performances for the Chicago Bulls and see what's going right and what's going wrong. 600 then, including the toes. Don't forget those. It's 26, mate. I don't even think there's 500 bones in the body, bro, let alone in the foot. Anyway. Here we go. DeMar DeRozan has 9 points, 1 rebound, and 4 assists with 3 steals and 3 blocks. DeRozan, 3 steals and 3 blocks. Who would have thought in their wildest dreams we would see DeRozan with 3 steals and 3 blocks? Not me. That is pretty impressive, to say the least. He's 3 from 7 from the field, 0 from 3 from the three-point line. So basically, the shots that he has missed, the vast majority of them, have been from the three-point line. Alex Caruso matches DeMar DeRozan with 9 points, 2 rebounds and 1 assist. There is no steals or no blocks for Alex Caruso. So there you go, 60% from the field. We've got Nikola Vucevic with 9 points and 4 rebounds. 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 from 6 from the field. Would love to see Vucevic just attack a little bit more in the paint. Again, he shot 3 threes, I believe, already to start this game. Yes, he has made 1 of them, so it's not too bad. I can't complain when he's 1 from 3. But again, attack the paint. That's where the bread and butter can be for Nikola Vucevic. Ayo Dosunmu has 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists with 1 block. Ayo is 5 from 6 from the field and 3 from 3 from the three-point line. In my opinion, Ayo has been the best player in the Bulls lineup today. He has been absolutely outstanding from the field, outstanding in his shot selection, outstanding defensively, and highly aggressive today. So again, Ayo could be on the verge of having a very great game as he leads the Bulls in points. We got Kobe White not having a great game. 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's 1 from 4 from the field, 0 from 1 from the three-point line. Again, Kobe White entered foul trouble very early in this game, and since then, he has struggled to really get his game going. Now, the one thing we know about Kobe White, he can pick it up when we need to see him pick it up. He could have a very strong third or fourth quarter and bring his averages back to where it needs to be, but altogether, glad to see that we've got a bunch of other guys stepping up and, you know, contributing when one of our own is struggling. We got Julian Phillips off of the bench with an outstanding 9 points in 12 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. 4-point plays for Julian Phillips. He made another 3 to go along with that. He went to the rim and he got highly contested layups to go. He's proving to be a very valuable asset in these last 2 games. And again, this can help bring that trust factor that Billy Donovan, I think, is looking for. I compared him a little bit earlier to the stream to Ayo, how Ayo had to earn his way to a starter's role for the Chicago Bulls, and now he's a very consistent, solid bench production player for the Chicago Bulls, and he's playing very well in the starting lineup today. Julian Phillips might need to take that same route where he is not going to be considered as a guy that's going to play often He's not going to play a whole lot of minutes when everybody's healthy, but hopefully Billy Donovan has, is gaining the trust in a youngster like Julian Phillips to come out, play meaningful minutes, and contribute in those minutes. The last 2 games have been fantastic, and there's still a whole half left for Julian Phillips to make an impact, so very impressed. Dalen Terry, 4 points and 2 rebounds, also very impressed with Dalen Terry as well. Got a couple steals in there, 1 steal to be exact, and got some highly acrobatic layups to go also in transition. I think he played a big factor in switching the momentum from the paint from the 3-point line to the paint. His first 2 points in the paint, I think, really carried over to everybody else attacking the paint. So he made a big impact even in those limited stats. Drummond, 3 points and 5 rebounds. Like to see a little bit more from Andre Drummond. Played 7 minutes in that half. We know he's going to get about, 12-ish minutes a game, which is not a lot. We need to see more for sure, but in those minutes, just produce as much as you can. And that is the first half of the Chicago Bulls. So again, I say this a lot, especially in the first half, because we normally have leads in the first half. What I would like to see is more of the same. I just want to see more of the same. The Bulls have done a good job. I want to see more of the same attacking the rim. I want to see the Bulls get to the line. I want to see the Bulls scramble on defense. We've done these things. So I can't really complain too much about what the Bulls have done right and wrong. I would just like to see more of the same in the second half. And that's been our problem. We don't see more of the same in the second half. We stagnate. We fall in love with the 3-point line. We end up giving big leads. The Raptors or any other team that we play go on massive runs. And they either suck the life out of us or they make us lose our heads to the point where we just don't play the right brand of basketball anymore. These are the things that we need to ensure happen. It looks like the halftime show, the lady kind of botched a move there, but it is what it is. Again, I could never do what she's doing right now. But anyway, with that being said, let's go to what's going on around the league. But of course, you guys can let me know what you guys think about the game thus far, and I guess everything in between. But what do you think the Bulls need to do to get the win overall? If the Bulls could score 60 more points in the second half, they'd have like 150 points and will win the game for sure. Yeah, that's, again, not necessarily correct, but hey, look, by all means, let the Bulls drop 150. That'd be fantastic. Okay. 206 bones in the body. It was about 200. I didn't know exactly, but I got the sense it was around 200. 500 in just 1 foot is ridiculous, bro. We wouldn't be able to move if that was the case. I just need 2 more rebounds for Barnes and 1 more assist for Alex. I think both of those things are highly achievable. Julian Phillips is definitely a GOAT bench player. Well, he's having a great game. He's been our best bench player today. Hawks are smashing the Lakers. Well, let's take a look and see how much the Hawks are smashing the Lakers by. Okay, so the Knicks are beating the Jazz pretty comfortably, 83-66 in the third quarter. It looks like the Knicks are going to get another win in the books. They are playing some phenomenal basketball. The Celtics and the Pacers are in a very close and competitive game, with the Celtics being up by 3 in the third quarter, 97-94. The Hawks are smashing the Lakers, and they are winning 99-84. Again, the Lakers struggle, guys. The Lakers struggle. I know they beat us, but they struggle. They struggle with a lot of games, and they struggle with their consistency. It's going to be interesting to see how Lakers fans can truly make an argument that they are going to be contenders. Because you still see them out there. You still see Lakers fans saying that they're going to win a championship. They got LeBron and that's all they need. I don't know. They've won a couple more games recently, so maybe, but they struggle a lot. So we'll see. Maybe they could use a certain Zach LaVine out there. I don't know. Anyway. The Hawks just scored again, so it's 103-87. The Bulls are up by 10, 63-53. Portland beat Philly yesterday. I don't know why that's showing up. And we got the Warriors and the 76ers as a, I guess, game to come. So stay on the lookout for that. All right. I wish they had strippers at NBA games. That would get more folks in the seats. They would absolutely not get more folks in the seats. You got to understand how much kids goes to games like that. There is no way. There was no way that would get more people in the seats, and there's definitely no way that will ever happen. So you might need to get that fantasy out of your head, unfortunately. I wouldn't mind Zach going to the Kings or Charlotte. I like the assets they have to offer. I agree. I would love a guy like Brandon Miller on this team, and I think the Kings have some solid bench players, solid role players that they could offer us as well that could help us win games. I wouldn't mind both of those teams being interested in Levine. If you can guess who the leading point scorer for the Pacers, who would it be? If you just mean that game against the Celtics, no idea. I don't know. Miles Turner, maybe? Maybe Miles Turner's just having an unbelievable strong shooting game. Aaron Naismith with 24 points, I think. Wow. It goes to show at any given night, it could be anybody's game. More men then, my G. Well, again, this is a men's sport. To be honest. It's the NBA. The men are playing. So, yes, I would assume more men would actually get more people to watch. It's a completely different story as different sports. The best you're going to get is a cheerleader, my friend. You're just going to have to accept it. Don't forget that shout out to Lil Jabari. There you go. Can't say your favorite son. Unless that's your only son. And they have 27 second chance points. Wow. Considering the fact, is Porzingis playing in this game then? Because they've got some tall guys in their lineup. Imagine getting 27 second chance points with Al Horford and Porzingis in the team. Surely one of them might be out. And plus, their bench and Luke Cornett. Hey, Bulls fans know Luke Cornett. Not the most amazing rebounder, but solid. He's a solid center. Solid as solid can be. That's weird. I can't lie. That's weird. We'll see who ends up winning that game. The Pacers, one of the best offensive teams in the league. The Celtics is the best team in the league. You know, the Celtics, it looks like they're going to get the first seed far and away at this point. I don't think any team's going to come close to them in the first seed. I think they're going to run away with it, to be honest. But, again, the league is not necessarily about who finishes first. It's about who actually gets to the finals and wins it. So it doesn't necessarily matter if they finish in the first seed. But I do expect them to go all the way this year. I honestly do. We'll see. We will see. Kristaps is playing. Yeah, then I don't know, man. That's extremely weird. I think Porzingis has 14 points. Not too shabby. 14's not a bad number. Some things with the Celtics. Again, remember that team where they had Kemba Walker and Gordon Hayward in there? The fact that they had 4 players on that Boston team averaging 20 points per game and they didn't win a championship is wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Would Luke Cornett be a superstar in the new Bulls regime? He's not even a superstar on the Celtics, bro. I would say he would play here. If we got Luke Cornett back, I would actually think he would play here as that third choice center, kind of like that Tony Bradley role. If Vooch or Drummond gets injured, Luke Cornett, chuck him in. But superstar, maybe in a different universe, maybe. You know, never say never. Like that guy. Do you think any of those Giants from the Bible days was in the NBA that have to raise the rim like 25 feet? Probably. I don't think they'd be playing basketball, though. That'd be weird. This was a good first half by the Bulls. Hopefully they could put the game out of reach in the third quarter. Hopefully. Whatever happens, if the Celtics don't win a championship, they are much worse than the overhyped 2008 Celtics team. That's my favorite team, bro. Hey. I'm joking. That team was stacked, though. Paul Pierce, Rondo. That was prime Rondo as well. Kevin Garnett. You had Brandon Bass. I remember. You guys remember Brandon Bass, bro? Best mid-range shooter I've ever seen, bro. That guy was lethal from the mid-range. Anyway. Alex Caruso to DeRozan. DeRozan in the post. To Io. To Vooch. To Kobe. To AC. AC in the corner for 3. Oh, and he misses. Game is back on, by the way. Third quarter has begun. Thaddeus Young gets the post hook. He's complaining about no foul. Alright, it's a 10-point game. And that's another air ball. Who shot that one? Oh, wow. Again, another bad start to the game, to the quarter here for the Bulls. A missed 3 in the air ball. Wow. All right. Gary Trent Jr. finds his way from the pick and roll. Thaddeus Young. To Dennis Schroeder. Good defense by Io. Thaddeus Young's going to chuck up a 3. And he misses. Rebound to Vooch. Luka must have overhyped that one championship and Paul Pierce acting like he's God. Well, he's definitely not God. And in terms of overhyping, look, they can overhype it all they like. It's still a very good championship. That's one of my favorite years when I look back at, I guess the history of the NBA. I think 2008 was a pretty solid year. So, yeah. They shouldn't be, again, it's one championship. It's not like they ended up having 2 or 3. But it's still a solid championship. Airball DeMar, yeah, look, it's not good. Vucevic for 3. He gets one to go. It's a normal rivalry. I'm a Heat fan. That makes sense. Yeah, Celtics and Heat. They don't like each other. Thaddeus Young gets the layup. Again, we're giving the Raptors some easy shots here, but we are responding in kind as there is a timeout for Chicago. A timeout for Chicago. Rondo was arrested over the weekend for unlawful possession of a firearm, drug. I don't even know how to even say that word. Paraphmala and marijuana per ESPN. Wow, unlucky for Rondo. Again, it goes to show, just because you're an athlete or just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you have it all figured out. I just wish people could be better role models, man. It's unfortunate, but what can you do? Not everybody's got it figured out. I hate how high scoring games are nowadays. Do you think it's the defense or improved offense? It's both. It's absolutely both. I think the improved offense, again, we are in the most skilled era of NBA basketball. The 90s was not as skilled as this. The 80s was not as skilled as this. And everything below that was not as skilled as today's NBA. Everybody can go and drop 20, 30, 40 points if they want. That's the type of NBA that we're living in. And I think the NBA is trying to make a balance of that. They're trying to get a couple of defensive rules in there that allows players to play defense. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of damage done in the early 2010s to 2020s where a lot of the rules were offensively minded. And it allowed the offense to kind of run rampant. And they take the skill as well. It's both. Absolutely. People say there's no defense in today's NBA. I would arguably say they can't play defense in the NBA today because the offense is just too good today. The defense hasn't been able to keep up with the offense. Everybody wants to play offense and no one really focuses on the defensive end. Io has 18 points. Yes, he does, Jimmy. It's great to see. It is great to see. All right. DeMar DeRozan's highest field goal against any team. So DeMar DeRozan shoots the best field goal percentage against the Toronto Raptors. That's pretty wild. This man always wants the ball out against Toronto. Well, either way, timeout done. 71-60. It's going to be Bulls ball here. Toronto applying some full court pressure. We need to be careful for the 8-second violation. And what happened? An 8-second violation. Great defense by the Raptors. You can't even complain. Billy Donovan is down bad right now, looking at his head like, what can I even do about that? The Bulls just weren't aware, and they got the 8-second call on them. Scotty Barnes in the post. Back to Thad Young. To Dennis Schroeder. Scotty Barnes attacks the rim. Gets the layup to go. Alright, Io to Vooch. Vooch, mid-range. Misses. Rebound, Gary Trent. Again, can the Raptors go on a run here? If they go on another run, it goes to show just how bad the Bulls are in the third. Scotty Barnes, back to Schroeder for 3. That's off. Rebound to Io. The Bulls need a score here just to keep some momentum going. Io in the pick and roll finds DeRozan. DeRozan to Kobe. Kobe in the paint. Finds Vooch in the post. A double teamed. Io is open. 4, 3. He misses. AC tries to grab the rebound and it's off. Toronto get the ball. Barnes almost turns it over. Schroeder saves it. Bruce Brown to Barnes, and it is a turnover. Alex Caruso tries to find DeRozan. DeRozan with the rip through. Back to Kobe, and that's a turnover. Bruce Brown goes to the rim, and Caruso has no other choice but to foul him and send him to the line. Oh my. The Bulls are back at it again with a bad third quarter. Who would have thought? Did anyone else predict this? I mean, at this point, you don't even need to predict it. It's almost a guarantee these days. We're going to need a massive response. We're 8 minutes in. Oh, we're not 8 minutes in. There's 8 minutes to go in the third, and the Bulls have looked like an absolute joke, to be honest. But the Raptors slowly but surely coming back. The Warriors could make a move for Zach LaVine per Bleacher Report. The Bulls trade Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, Javon Carter. The Warriors trade Jonathan Kuminga, CP3, Wiggins, and Moses Moody. I don't know what Bleacher Report individual that is, but they need to be fired. The Warriors are going to give up CP3, Kuminga, Wiggins, and Moody for Alonzo Ball that is injury prone and no one even knows if he's NBA ready. Zach LaVine, who's having a down year, and Javon Carter, who's not very good. No way. Whoever Bleacher Report reporter that is, they need to be fired, bro. They are a bit biased. And who would have thought Bleacher Report would end up being biased for the Bulls? That'd be crazy. No way that would work. I don't want CP3. Give us a bag of Doritos instead of that. If that's the trade that's on the table for the Bulls and they don't accept it, I would want AK to be fired. I would take CP3 if you could get Wiggins, Moody, and Kuminga as well. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's not happening. No way. If that's the reporting out there, Bleacher Report is becoming less and less reliable by the day. I don't think anyone is taking Lonzo Ball, lol. I don't see anyone trading for Lonzo Ball. I think we need to get that out of our heads. It's a possibility, of course it is, but I don't think anyone wants to take a chance on a 20+ million player and someone that we don't know is NBA ready. I think the only team that's going to take that chance is the Bulls because we don't really have much of a choice in the matter. So I don't think anyone's going to trade for Lonzo Ball. And the Warriors are definitely not doing that. Maybe Bulls need to use the bathroom at halftime. They're holding it in for like 2 hours. I mean, get a timeout going then, bro. These guys need to do something. Bruce Brown gets a floater. 72-66, a 6-point game. Again, these games are on repeat, bro. If I'm watching the same game over and over again. DeRozan makes the midi. That should be an and one as well. There is no landing space whatsoever for DeMar DeRozan, but he gets the 2. Dennis Schroeder to Gary Trent. Gary Trent Jr. in the pick and roll. Almost turns it over. Bruce Brown wants to take on Vooch. And he does, and he gets the layup. They're trying to isolate Vooch and attack him here. That's been their game plan, and it's worked. Kobe in the paint gets the roll. Kobe White with 6 points. Dennis Schroeder fakes, kicks it to Brown. Vooch wants to attack him again. Ayo with the help this time. And Ayo ends up committing the foul on Dennis Schroeder. 76-68 is the score. The Raptors are making their move. They're making their comeback here. We have to respond. Julian Phillips back in the game. Maybe that bench spark could make all the difference here. Alright. Dennis Schroeder attacks the rim and he gets it to go. Alright. 6-point game. Kobe. Again, Gary Trent just all over Kobe White, and Gary Trent commits the foul there. A little bit too close to comfort. Gary Trent's complaining about the call. Right. Kobe gets the ball back. Gary Trent continues to guard. Kobe goes baseline. Puts himself in trouble. He finds DeRozan. Vooch open for 3. And it bounces out again. Man, Vooch needs to stop shooting that 3. I'm begging you. Scotty Barnes. And Ayo commits another foul. This time on Scotty Barnes. And Scotty Barnes will shoot 2. Vooch needs to stop shooting that 3, man. What is he now? 1 from 5? 2 from 5? Let's take a look. What is Vooch shooting from 3? 2 from 4. I'm assuming that shot doesn't count yet. They haven't added that on. So it's about 2 from 5 from 3. Just not great. It's not great. And the Raptors with a chance to make this a 4-point game here. Scotty Barnes makes the first free throw. Scotty Barnes is not having a great game today. He's 3 from 12. Alright, Javon Carter's in the game for the Bulls. Scotty Barnes misses the free throw. Vooch, please stop shooting 3s. I agree. DeRozan with the rip-through foul. And they're going to say it's on the floor. He's not shooting. Look, I find it very inconsistent, this rip-through foul. Because 90% of the time, a rip-through foul leads to free throws. But in that possession, it just doesn't. I don't understand that. They must have said that the foul happened before the rip-through. Javon Carter misses the shot. My stream has gotten all laggy and all pixelated for a second, so I don't even know who's who. And Barnes slams it down, 76-73. Oh, man. If we win this game, we still need to talk about how bad these third quarters have been for the Bulls. DeRozan. A tough shot on Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown runs to the other side of the court. They might seek to challenge this. Oh, he's going to go right to the bench. That's a foul, bro. You high-fived him, man. You high-fived his entire wrist. DeRozan misses the free throw. Oh, man. Bulls should call a timeout. They've called one already this quarter. They should call another one. I genuinely compare watching the Chicago Bulls games to listening to the radio. You're going to get the same songs on repeat for the next 2 hours. That's what I'm feeling right now, bro. Every Bulls game is the same. The Lakers is the only game that's a bit of an outlier. A good first half for the Bulls. We end up walking away from the half with a lead. And then in the third quarter, we stop playing basketball. And then we make it tight for the finish in the fourth. It's the same game every game. Bruce Brown attacks the rim again. And he gets the layup to go. It's a 2-point game here. Kobe White takes a bad shot. He makes it. Thank goodness for Kobe White. He makes the three. Not a great shot, though. But I guess you got to take what you're given at this point. All right. Bruce Brown, he gets another shot to go. He's complaining to the refs again. He gets the floater. He has literally torched us this quarter. I feel like he's the only guy that scored. Vooch to Kobe. Kobe drives to the rim. Kobe's heating up. We need this from Kobe. Keep on going, Kobe. Has gotten 5 quick points in this quarter. He's got 11. He's got 7 in the quarter, actually. Thaddeus Young, nice step through. That footwork from Thaddeus Young, again, that's what we loved about him in this Bulls team. He got the easy post hook there. 79 to 82, Kobe. To Javon Carter to Phillips. Phillips finds Vooch in the post. The double team is there. Julian Phillips fakes the three, and he's called for the travel. Wow. DeMar, no ISO ball. Carter is trash. Bull should call a timeout. I'm watching the same movie. That's what it feels like, you know. It could be the same radio station. It could be the same movie. It could be the same game. Same video game. You know, you're just watching the same thing every single game. That's what it feels like. For the past month, you're just watching the same game. Is Torrey Craig like expiring? If he is, wouldn't it be better for him to be flipped? I do not think he's expiring. I think he signed a 2-year deal, and I believe the second year, I'm not mistaken, we can probably check that, but I believe the second year is a player option. So I do not think he is I don't think he is expiring. We just signed him this year. Depleted Raptors team, and we really making a game out of it. Just one blowout is all I ask for. We can't get what we wish, Jordan. We just can't get it. Again, I've been saying it. We are watching the same game over and over again. It's like we're in a time loop. We're just reliving the same day over and over and over again. Instead, this time it's with the Raptors and not Portland. It's the same thing. You're eventually probably going to see the Raptors take the lead in the fourth quarter, and then it's going to end up being a tight game until the end. Whoever wins, wins. I don't know. That's always a different result. But I'm feeling like I'm watching the same game. Is Craig alive? I swear his injury wasn't that bad. His injury was pretty bad. He was expected to be out for 2 months, and it's getting close to that point. So, yeah. He's out. He's out. Since we have time, let's take a look. What was I meant to look at? Torrey Craig's contract. That's right. We'll see. This is very outdated information that I'm getting. They're talking about Torrey Craig's contract with the Pacers. That's just downright ridiculous. Okay, he signed a 2-year, $5 million contract, I believe. So yes, pretty much what I'm saying is right. He has $2.5 million this year. He has a player option next year. If he chooses to accept it, he'll be on $2.8 million, and he'll be an unrestricted free agent in 2025. There you go. You know what's funny? Hold on. There's a lot here that I've missed. The Bulls are playing sloppy defense and offense in the third quarter. Craig is back not tomorrow, but the game after. I think the old school Magic let me know about that. We'll see. I'm happy, of course. Billy said he's close, but he won't play the back-to-back. That's fair enough. You know what's funny? I was watching the 2014 NBA draft last night. It was crazy. Bulls traded Nurkic and Harris for McDermott. Seems to be a Bulls thing to do. This Bulls team is not good enough. They're not playing good enough now. It looks like the game is tied. I don't know what just happened, but I look up and the score is 82-82. And the Raptors are going to go to the line here. What? Did they just make a 4-point play or something? Let's take a look at this replay. Yeah, it's a 4-point play. Well, can't say we didn't see this story. The Raptors have the lead. Can someone please ask Billy Donovan in the press conferences, why are your third quarters sucky? Massively sucky. Someone needs to ask him this question. I don't know if anyone has yet, but they need to start. Because this is embarrassing. We've got Garrett Temple out there for the Raptors now. Bulls in the penalty, so they'll shoot free throws. Io misses the first. Bro, third quarter collapses are just the thing for the Bulls. Oh, man. I'm too tired for this, bro. I can't be bothered for this. Alright. Garrett Temple, former Bulls player here. Former half the league player right there. His man destroyed every team in the NBA. Noir to Temple to Young. Young in the post. And Wara makes another 3. And the Raptors are up by 3. Dalen Terry to Javon Carter to Julian. Again, look at the lineup we have out there, bro. What's Billy Donovan doing? You can't tell me a lineup of Javon Carter, Ayo Dosunmu, Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry, and Andre Drummond is the lineup that you're going to go to when you need a bucket. Like, no disrespect to any of those guys. They've all played good games. Ayo's having a fantastic game. Julian Phillips is having a great game. But none of those guys are prolific scorers. None of those guys are prolific, fantastic, consistent scorers. At least chuck in Kobe White, man. Like, he had a great third quarter and he's nowhere to be seen. He's like the only guy that scored for the Bulls this quarter. Oh, man. Warren tries to slam it down and Dalen Terry commits the foul. Billy Donovan, bro. You gotta have a look at you. Have a word with yourself, bro. DeRozan's in the game now, so at least he did some change. But sheesh. If we lose this game, it has to be a wake-up call, bro. It has to be a wake-up call. And 2 free throws made. 88-83. And the Bulls have gone ice cold. Drummond in the post with Thaddeus Young on him. Young tries to flop. No flopping allowed, Thaddeus Young. Get that guy a fine. Alright, McDaniels to Young. Wara back to Young. Drummond gets the rejection. Dalen Terry to Ayo. Ayo with the slam. It's incredible how actually getting a stop on defense leads to offense. We should, do that more often. That'd be lovely. Warren misses the 3. Rebounds. Dalen Terry wants to run. Ain't no way none of those three Raptors players fouled Dalen Terry. Raptors on the other end, it's a 4-on-5 break here. And Daddy's Young gets the post hook. And Dalen Terry's hurt. A timeout for the Bulls. Dalen Terry has hurt his ankle. Oh no. Another forward down for the Bulls. It doesn't look good, ladies and gentlemen. Not only the game, but Dalen Terry is still down. It doesn't look good. I don't even know what to say. We wish Dalen Terry a speedy recovery. I doubt he's going to come back into the game. The Bulls are not consistent. Well, again, their third quarter... to be fair, they're consistent in how they play, and that's consistently inconsistent. That's how I like to call it. The third quarters for the Bulls have been very consistent. Consistently bad. The first half of the Bulls have been consistently good. But yeah. Again, it's like they're reading a script. They are acting out a script. Dalen Terry's off the court now, but he's being helped to the locker room. He can't even put any weight on that foot. So it looks like he twists his ankle, then also a Raptors player landed on the ankle. Oh, man. It looks like... it's not good. It is not good. Let's hope there's no breaks. Let's hope it's a minor sprain. But it doesn't look good. Just from looking at it, that looks like it's a serious injury. So Patrick Williams, again, yes, there is an update on Patrick Williams. He's out for at least 2 weeks. Thanks to the Bulls commentary team for reminding me there. So, another forward down. Torrey Craig, Patrick Williams, Dalen Terry, all down and out. We have no forwards. Kobe White shoots the three. He airballs. Andre Drummond with the offensive rebound and the putback. All right, it's a 1-point game here. This Bulls team is cursed. The Bulls are consistently inconsistent. That's my saying. Consistently inconsistent. The Bulls are in Hades. I wouldn't go that far. Let's not bring Hades into this, you know. Ay. Oh, man, if I could go to sleep right now, I would. I want to forget this day ever happened, bro. Anyway. There's still a chance we could win this game. I mean, again, we've seen the Bulls go on late surges to win. We've seen the Bulls handle things well in clutch minutes. We have seen these things this season, but for once, I just want things to actually go well. It hurts. It hurts. It all hurts. Hades, fire game note if you play games. I do play games, but I've never played Hades. I don't think I will. Meaning the bad luck comes to them all the time. Yeah, I know what you mean. Say psych right now that Terry is injured. I wish I could say Shaqtin' a fool right now, but I can't. I can't say it. It hurts. Hi. Tune into the Batim game tomorrow. Well, at this point, Batim will be the only forward we have left with Phillips. It's getting to that stage. AK better do something before the deadline and or off-season. If not, he's going to get more hate than ever. We'll have no choice but to do something in the off-season, but I think we got to do something by the trade deadline. Like, again, if Zach LaVine is the only guy we're going to trade, bro, we need some help, bro. Everybody's falling to injury. So, if we could get someone that can contribute right now, we need to do it, bro. We need to do it. We're wasting time here. Barnes turns it over. Alex Caruso gets a steal. Io to Drummond. Io turns it over. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 11:36 to go. Bulls down by 1. Dennis Schroeder to Barnes. McDaniels misses the 3. Drummond can't get the rebound. Raptors will get it back. Dennis Schroeder gets his mid-range. And it rolls in. Wow. The Bulls play the Hornets tomorrow. The next 6 games are going to be very tough. Absolutely. We got the Kings after this, I believe. After the Hornets. DeMar DeRozan shifts his way to the rim. He doesn't make the layup. The Raptors running. Alley-oop to Wara. Oh, and he hurts his ankle. He must have landed badly off that alley-oop catch. He doesn't make it, by the way. It looks like he'll be alright. AC. Nice behind the back. Gets to the rim. Turns it over. It's just such bad offense right now. Schroeder to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown misses the shot, but he'll go to the line. Again, if you guys are listening to the game, the United Center crowd is completely lifeless at the moment. The Raptors have literally sucked the life out of the building. When you see the Bulls team play, it's not always the loudest building in the arena, but it has a lot of people there. But at the end of the day, when you have bad third quarters like this every single game, you are going to take the crowd out of it. The crowd are not interested in your bad third quarters, bro. They want to see changes, not the same game. It's completely lifeless in there. They need to start picking it up now. It's the only chance that we're going to have to win if we do win. Kings, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, Magic, Hawks, Cavaliers, and then the Celtics. There's a couple of games that we can win there, but it definitely won't be easy. DeRozan gets to the rim, and he gets the layup. It's a 3-point game. I think the Grizzlies will be an easy game if we can get it done. We've lost to the Magic several times, but I think we could beat them as well. The Hawks as well, we have beaten before. All the other games, I mean, we're going to need a miracle. Schroeder to Brown. Brown shoots the 3. And you just know everything's going right for the Raptors when Bruce Brown's making 3s. This is crazy right now. Kobe White gets to the rim and gets the layup. Come on, let's get a stop, please. It's so clear. When we get stops, we can actually go out and transition. Schroeder, mid-range, off. Drummond gets the rebounds. AC trying to push the tempo. AC gets to the rim. Just chucks it up, but there's a foul on Scotty Barnes. So Alex Caruso will go to the line for 2 free throws here to bring this to a 2-point game. It was Nwora that actually commits the foul. My apologies. He misses the free throw, bro. Oh, man. The tears are falling down the face. Bulls fans are mad. We're taking 80 years to shoot the second free throw. Finally, AC makes the second. It's a 3-point game. All right, we got to rank up this defense right now. We need to show that we're a top defensive team. Dennis Schroeder. Good defense. Gary Trent doesn't shoot. Kobe White guarding. Gary Trent in the post. Fade away. And he makes it. Wow. Gary Trent Jr. Unbelievable. Io drives to the rim. Finds AC in the corner for 3. He misses. Rebound to Schroeder. Raptors on the run. Bruce Brown is going to bring the ball back out. McDaniels makes the 3. Again, momentum sucked out of the building. The Raptors are up by 8. I'm not going to lie. I'm very frustrated. I am mad right now. I'm mad. Because it's the same thing every game. It really is. It really is. I don't understand how you can have a bad second half for a whole month in a row. Every game is a bad second half. Win or lose, it's a bad second half. I just can't believe for a whole month we're seeing this, and not one change has been made to stop it. They don't even emphasize it, it looks like. Someone's got to ask Billy Donovan this. Bring it to his attention if he doesn't know. I don't know how he can't see it. But, you know, if you watch the press conferences and say, hey, no one mentions it in the third quarter, someone's got to ask him, why do our third quarter suck so bad? Why can we not have good second half performances? And if his best answer is I don't know, then the guy needs to go, bro. Like at this point it's a habit. It's an outlier to have a good second half. That's what it's come to. Where the outlier of a game is actually having a good second half. It's insane. Anyway, Benny makes the half-court shot. Good job, Benny. Well done. At least someone's making a shot for the Bulls. This Bulls defense is lifeless. It's not even that it's lifeless now. It's the fact that we've allowed Toronto in the third quarter to heat up so much that when we're playing good defense, they just make every shot because we give them confidence. You give any team, I don't care if they're the youngest team in the league, I don't care if they're a bunch of 60-year-olds that are playing out there for a team. If you give any team confidence from the three-point line to make threes, whether they're 60 or they're 10, they're going to make threes. Like, bro, what world do we live in where we just give up a whole quarter and then that's it? I mean, hold on. I want to see the difference between the Bulls and the Raptors in the third quarter. Bear with me here. I don't even know how to check this, but we're going to figure it out. So, the Raptors scored 37 points in the third quarter to the Bulls 25. And right now the Raptors have a 12-5 start in the fourth. Yeah. Same thing every game, bro. The fact that we almost gave up 40 bloody points in a quarter is ridiculous. Anyway, we could beat the Grizzlies, Magic, and Hawks. We can. Doesn't mean that we will. Other teams, we're going to need luck. We need luck right now against the Raptors. You know what? Maybe the United Center crowd needs to start booing these players again. Maybe that will get them, you know, to actually start focusing in games, especially at home. You should not be losing and allowing teams to come back on your home turf like this. That's a slap to the face to all the fans out there. DeRozan gets an and one. We're going to need some DeRozan luck out here. Look at the score, never blazing up in a game again. Yeah. The Bulls just don't know how to play at an NBA level. They are absolutely terrible. But when you have a front office that tends to settle, we are going to see the same results from the coach and the team. Look, with all due respect, I understand that we're upset, but the Bulls are the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. They know how to play at an NBA level. We're not the Pistons out here. But I understand what you mean. Another free throw miss. What a surprise. If Tom was coughing, he would be mad. Oh, if Tom was coaching, Tom Thibodeau. Of course he would be mad. It's going to be a very interesting game. We better win this one. If we don't win this one, I don't know if I can keep my composure in a game reaction. I really don't. Dennis Schroeder's at the line. And he makes the first. I feel like I got slapped in the face. Again, that's exactly how Bulls fans probably at the arena right now feels. When you allow a team to come back from a double-digit lead so quickly as well, it feels like a slap to the face. Phil Jackson would be mad as well. Every coach would be mad at this. DeRozan shoots the midi. Gets the roll. It's a DeMar DeRozan time. Dennis Schroeder finds Gary Trent Jr. for 3. He misses the 3. Rebound to Vooch. DeRozan gets to the rim with the slam. 4-point game. That could be Wait, what's going on? DeRozan's mad. Hold on. DeRozan with the poster. He's trash talking Bruce Brown. That's what he's saying. He's trash talking him. Anyway, timeout for the Raptors there. The Bulls 4 points down, but that could be the dunk that we need. That could be the momentum swinging dunk that we need. The crowd was up for that one. Finally, something worth watching in the second half right there. Let's hope that one possession can really change something here for the Bulls, because it looks like we need a prayer. I just don't know. I don't know what the Bulls are going to do in this game. I really don't. But if there's any time to go on a run, it's now. It is now. Let it all out, Aiden. I'm known for keeping my composure to an extent. I'm not going to let it all out. If I let it all out, it'd be completely unrecognizable. I'm not going to do that. Not really saying Billy isn't mad, of course. He's mad. He just doesn't know what to do. Billy Donovan is not... Again, he's very rarely loses his temper. I kind of compare myself in that way to Billy Donovan. When I'm mad, I don't let it all out. But I show that I'm mad. Specifically by saying I'm mad. That's literally all I can do. DeMar, wow. Bring out the cannons. Nah. We're going to keep it tame. We're going to keep it tame. We're going to tame the beast as much as we can. Get mad, Aiden. I feel the same way too. I am mad, but I'm not gonna go out here throwing stuff, punching walls. I'm not gonna let it get to that point. So I'm just gonna try to settle down. That's all I can do. Again, the game's not over. I'll be much happier if we win the game, but these performances cannot be ignored. Nah. I will not free the beast. It will not happen. The Dunkin' Donut dunk of the game here by DeRozan. Wow, what a dunk. What was the worst blowout you have seen? Bulls blowout. The Celtics this season was horrible. And they kept on adding to that, you know. Alright, Gary Trent Jr., Scotty Barnes in the post. We need another stop. We need another stop. Scotty Barnes gets to the rim. Offensive basket interference. Scotty Barnes is asking for a challenge. Oh, that looks like the right call to me. I dare you to challenge that. They're not going to challenge it. Yes, all right. Bulls a chance to make this a 2-point game here. DeRozan double teamed. And he turns it over. And Thaddeus Young gets the layup, man. He turns it over. Oh man, let the hate consume you. You sound like Martin Lee out here, man. I can't let that happen, bro. I can't be a member of the Spider-Man universe right now. There are so many games that the Bulls get blown out. The Celtics one was the worst. Gary Trent for 3, and they're back on a run. They're back on a run. We're not winning this game. There's about 6 minutes to go. We're down by 9. We're just not winning this game. In-season tournament Boston Celtics might be the worst game I've ever seen. DeRozan misses the 3. All right. Scotty Barnes drives to the rim. Good defense. Bulls get a steal. Bro, where is Kobe White? Javon Carter's still in the game. Can someone tell me where Kobe White is? Io drives to the rim, gets the layup, he misses. Like, why can't, there's like no matchups that we're doing. Where's the Drummond and Vooch matchups, you know, the adjustments? Where's Kobe White in this game? What adjustments are we actually making? Bro, did Kobe White get fouled out or something and I didn't know? Another turnover for the Raptors. Hi. Kobe White is in the game now. Okay. Vooch drives to the rim on Thaddeus Young. Misses the easy layup. He did all the right things. The right move, right pump fake, right shot. $1 million move with a 10-cent finish. That's Stacey King's favorite call. And that's exactly what Vooch just did there. All the right gear and no idea. It's looking a little bit out of reach for me. I don't know. Vooch playing very high up and Thaddeus Young. That's not the guy I'd want to pressure from that range, bro. The guy don't got that much of a 3. That's going to be Bulls ball. The Raptors are going to challenge it. Again, I'm pretty sure if he's that certain, he looks like a man on a mission right there with that coaching board, bro. I wish we had a coach that could do the same thing, you know, look like a man on the mission instead of completely lost. And it's the right call. That's going to be Raptors ball. A man on the mission, and it's a mission success right now. Wow. It's all downhill from here, and to know that we got another game tomorrow, just when I kind of want the Bulls to stop playing for a bit, bro. Honestly, I can't wait for that All-Star break to come around. I need a week off from the Bulls, bro. Just too inconsistent for me. I actually am going on holiday around the time that the Bulls are having their All-Star break. So, you know what? It's going to be good to just... I need some time away, you know? This Bulls team hurts too much, bro. Like, you just can't. You can't have a consistent happy mood with the Bulls. It's either you're happy or you're miserable. There's no in between. They literally got me on, you know, my mood swings, bro. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they're taking so long. It looked pretty obvious to me just based on one time seeing it. It's the Raptors ball. Do you know what will cheer you up, Aiden? My favorite Latina, Rose Monroe. I don't think anyone can cheer me up, to be fair. No woman, no other sport, no game. Today just sucks. Absolutely sucks. I am outraged. I tell you what will cheer me up. Knowing that after this game, I'm going to make a game reaction where I rant, and then I'm going to sleep. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I've had enough. The best way to make the day go by is to sleep through it. Bro, what's taking so long? This decision's going to take longer than the quarter itself. I'll let that be your business, bro. I feel your pain. Marcus Rashford news, Aiden. That'll cheer you up. The Marcus Rashford news? What's wrong with Marcus Rashford? Last I heard, he called in sick for going to a pub or a club. And he's been dealt with internally. That's the last news I ever saw. If there's any more news, you let me know right now so I can go back to sleep and think about it. Going to sleep this early? Any sleep is a good sleep. I don't care how early it is. We need a bucket. Io to Vooch. Vooch with the spin move. He misses the layup, but he gets the foul. So Vooch will go to the line for 2 free throws here. Yeah, that's right. Getting dealt internally. Happens too often with Man United. I know this is not a Man United stream, but every player just has really bad habits, bro. We're signing players that just don't know how to be professionals. Vooch makes the first. There we go. 2 free throws for Vooch. We need a stop. Right now. Alright, AC with the block. It's going to remain with the Raptors. Arsenal. You know what? I was tempted to block you. I'm not gonna lie. How dare you say Arsenal? But that's okay. We'll let Arsenal fans in the chat. It's all right. What happened to Marcus Rashford? He went to a club. By the way, it's Mark. I almost forgot. He's Mark Rashford. Anyway, he went to a club before a training session. Then the next day he got called in sick. He called in ill. And he missed the last game that they played. And fans were outraged that they saw him at a club. And then he called in sick the next day. And he's been dealt with internally. And he's quote-unquote taken accountability as the Bulls turn it over. So can someone take accountability for the second half, please? We're talking about accountability out here. This is a joke. Scotty Barnes sizing up DeRozan. Gets to the rim. Nice bounce pass to Thaddeus Young for the post hook. And the game is going to be over. 9 points with 2 minutes. 3 minutes to go. We're going to need Kobe White to get on his best three-point shooting behavior here. DeRozan's going to get to the rim and he's going to get fouled. That's what happened with Rashford. He got dealt with internally. No real news about what happened, how he got dealt. No news about suspensions or fines. No news about whether or not he'll be playing for the foreseeable future. No news about whatever happened. All we know is that he got dealt with internally. So, yeah. Maybe he had a good night, had a hangover. How are you going to play football if you have a headache? With all due respect, he should never be there in the first place with a training session the next day. The only thing I have a problem with about that situation is that someone's life is literally being... like, a guy like Rashford that's so popular is literally recorded everywhere he goes. The guy has no privacy. He literally has no privacy of his life, which sucks because fans are going to know every little detail that he does. You know? It's quite frustrating from that point of view, but if you're a professional making the money that Rashford makes, I'm sorry, you should not be in a situation where you could get spiked, where you can, call in sick, alcohol poisoning, whatever it is. You should not be in that situation where you have that. I know it's a modern thing, modern players want to go clubbing and whatnot. Do it in your own time, bro. Don't do it with a training session the next day. Like, the games are played between 3 to 4 days. Surely there is a day there where you can go and, enjoy your nightlife. But, come on. It's not good. Ten Hag said he'll miss the upcoming game. Fair enough. Yeah, that sucks. You're right. He can't even bring a baddie home without people knowing. Yeah, it's the worst part about having any sort of fame. You have no privacy left in your life. Literally none. DeRozan to Vooch. Looks like there's a foul called. 111 to 104. I think DeRozan's going to go to the line. 2 minutes to go. This game is done. You know it's down bad when we're talking about a whole different sport out here. Alright, DeMar makes the first. And he makes the second. 111 to 106 with 2 minutes to go. Watch the Bulls. I'm trying. It's hard to watch. I wish Thierry Henry would strap those boots on again. Legends. He's just doing well in his... Hey, that's a double dribble! Or travel! Yes, it is. It's a travel. Anyway, as I was saying, he's doing fine in his, I guess, TV role right now. He's doing well. Let him enjoy his retirement, you know? Watch the Bulls somehow find a way to win. I hope so. AC for 3. Bounces out. That could have been a big, big swing. Now the Raptors are going to waste some time on the clock here. We have to get a better coach. I agree. But that's going to be hard to come by. Barnes sizing up Vooch. Finds Thaddeus Young. And 1. No, it's not called, but he gets the 2. Who do you want as a Bulls coach? Honestly, I don't even know the answer to that question. I don't know who I want as a Bulls coach. All I want is someone that can implement his style of play to a team. Because I feel like this Bulls team, one of the biggest arguments you can make the last 3 seasons is they don't have their identity. And I know Lonzo Ball being out, it takes away a lot of our identity as that starting point guard and how we wanted to play. But I want a coach that can implement his identity onto this Bulls team. I want to watch a Bulls game and feel like we're going to see something, you know, that produces, I guess, good fruits in a basketball game. To produce good qualities, I guess you could say. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see one good half, then one bad half. I don't want to see the Bulls fall in love with a 3-point shot one quarter and attack the paint the next quarter. I don't want to see isolation and hero ball in the 4th quarter and then great ball movement in the 1st quarter. The identity just shifts every quarter. You just don't know which Bulls team you're going to see every single game. You just don't know what you're going to see from this Bulls team. You know, like, name your favorite TV show. In a good way, when you name your favorite TV show, you don't know what you're going to see the next episode, and that actually keeps you on your toes. But in a basketball game, you should not be going to a basketball game expecting to see something different every single time. Again, consistently inconsistent. That's what we are. We have an identity crisis in this team. And we're going to lose the game because of it. Game we should have won, but not. A missed opportunity, definitely. And look, if this was, you know, let's just say... How do I put this? If this was the outlier game, if this was a game that is a rarity, we lose to the Raptors from a comeback loss, fair enough. It happens to the best teams. Teams come back all the time. Teams get comeback wins all the time. The problem is, this is not a rare sight. This is a all-common theme for the Bulls, that we allow teams to come back. Even the worst of teams, Portland took the lead in the 4th quarter against the Bulls. We did win that game. But Charlotte's done the same thing. You know, teams like Miami have done the same things. Again, the Suns literally came back and won the game with a buzzer-beater shot or a game-winning shot in the second half of a game. We have seen this all too often from this Bulls team. And that's why it hurts. It's not because of the fact that it's happening. It's the fact that it's happening all the time. If it only happened once, I can live with that. But it's just frustrating when it happens all the time. We should be a rough and rowdy team like the bad boy Pistons. Crack some heads, flagrant fouls, left, right, and center. Ejections, put fear into those opponents. Bad boy Pistons would never work in today's NBA. Yeah. I wish we were a tough team, bro. Our mentality just ain't it. I agree. There is no identity to this Bulls team. Yeah, really. Turning it to say do a Windy City watch-along and boycott the Chicago Bulls. You tell me how to find Windy City Bulls games in Australia, and I probably won't do it, but I might think about it. If we're getting really down bad in a game, if the Windy City Bulls are playing at the same time, I might just tune into them. Maybe, I don't know. 51 seconds left. Kobe White has to just chuck up a 3, and it's a bad 3. Honestly, fellas, let's get the violin. Let's play a sad song right now. Let's get the violin out, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to sing a sad song. Play Street Fighter. I have said in the past that the Bulls get blown out in games. I would, like, you know, for example, that Lakers game is probably an example. In the third quarter, when the Lakers went up by 20, I should have just played a game, bro. Like, played Among Us or something. I keep saying I would do it, but the Bulls don't lose by enough for me to really consider it. Hayes got to go off after the game, probably. He has every right to, bro. Again, when you're seeing a script in front of you, you know, and it's just the same script over and over again. How could anyone actually go through this game and keep, you know, and just be okay with it? We're seeing the same thing every game. Win and lose, we're seeing the same thing every game. And that's a turnover. And it's done. End game to the Bulls. The Bulls are sus. Vote them out. They're imposters. Hayes will go off on his channel, absolutely. But again, there's every reason to. It's not unjustified. Matt Peck is going to be livid. Again, not unjustified. Every Bulls fan has a right to be upset, angry, and frustrated about this game. And the consistency of how we keep on letting teams come back in games. Everybody has a right to be upset with that. We may have different ideas on how to fix it. We may have different ideas on what goes wrong to allow these comebacks to happen. But everybody has the right to feel upset that the Bulls' mentality is so bad that they just can't seem to find a consistent 4 quarters of basketball. As the Raptors run out the clock, the Raptors will win this game 118-107. The Bulls lose their return game at home. They will have to go back-to-back. They will have to go and play the Charlotte Hornets away from home. And I'll tell you what, I know no one's even mentioned this. No one's even talked about this. No one said anything about this player. But no one can blame Zach LaVine for a loss like this. I'm just going to leave it out there. Because a lot of people want to blame Zach LaVine for every problem we have. Ain't no one can say this is Zach LaVine's fault. Not one person can have the right to say that today. No one can say that about the Lakers either. No one can say that about the Suns. We're still losing a lot of games that we either should be winning because we have the lead or should be winning because we are just better than that team. And Zach LaVine didn't play in any of them. So where's the excuses now? Where's the people that are saying Zach is our only problem? A lot more problems than Zach LaVine. Definitely. Patrick Williams, Torrey Craig, all of them. People have a go at Patrick Williams every game. No one can say that today. No one can say it's Patrick Williams' fault because he was passive P today. No one can say that. No one can say a thing. Take it on the chin. Lose the game. I will end the stream here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I apologize for the outrage, but to be fair, I think it's very well expected. And there's going to be a whole bunch of other Bulls content creators that are going to be ready to do the same. And every right to do it. It's just simple as that. I will see you in the next stream, ladies and gentlemen. The next watch-along will be tomorrow against the Charlotte Hornets. I will see you in the game reaction a little bit later on today. And I will see you whenever else I get a chance to see you. Well, Zach gets injured kind of... I can't even see what the rest of you said. Kind of hard to go out an injured man. But again, everybody said when it comes to Zach LaVine... that when Zach LaVine is out of the lineup, the Bulls are a better team. That's what everybody says. And to a certain extent, we have seen some things along those lines. But every loss we have suffered through this West Coast trip, through this game against the Raptors, you can't put on Zach LaVine. The way that I see it, I don't think we're a better team with Zach LaVine out of the lineup. I really don't. I think we'll be a better team when we trade Zach LaVine for assets that could actually come in and play. But the same problems with Zach LaVine are the same problems we have without Zach LaVine. It's still isolation. It's still weak mentality. It's still poor shot selection. It's still lack of defense. It's everything. So yeah, we can't go after an injured man. Sure we can't. But it's not just him. And the sooner that people can realize that, the better. But who knows if the team would have made a difference with Zach in the game. I honestly don't know. But the conclusion is, no one can blame Zach LaVine for every single problem that we have anymore. Sometimes things are just bigger than that. Still chucking up threes. Again, another problem. The Bulls turn into my basketball team, bro, with my friends in the third quarter. Just nothing. It's a complete waste. Anyway, have a wonderful and safe day. Enough ranting. I'll see you in the game reaction. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. God bless. Take care.